Okay, good morning, everybody. Hi, I'm Carly. I'm here to give you a little kid portion to this lesson today. So, I also want to say hi to the kids at home. You're going to be able to participate in this a little bit if you have the right stuff and in the conversation part. So, I asked Ryan before I got ready for this, like, is there any part you want me to focus on for this kid lesson to tie it into the big lesson? And he said, well, I'm going to talk about a few different things, but one of the things is how God can be both firm and gentle. So I went to my little family poll group, the 5 of us, and I was like, okay, tell me some things that seem like they're opposite, but they actually exist together, like firm but gentle. And one of my kids was like, I don't know, can firm and gentle, does that work? And I was like, well, that's the question, right? So my other kid was like, okay, water, that works, right? Like a bath is gentle, but a tidal wave is deadly, And I was like, okay, that's good, but those are two different ways that water exists. I want something together. So then my husband, those of you who know him, said, my muscles are firm but gentle. I was like, no, this is not a moment for you to show off. So no, not a good example. And then my 5th grader, I should have known, would have known this because she's the group I'm looking for. She goes, I know a toy that's firm and gentle. And I'm like, a toy? Let's go, give me more. Tell me more about this. And since we're in the Christmas season, she proceeded to tell me about a homework assignment she had that told her about a toy that is firm and gentle. But before I bust out the toy, kids, whoever you're sitting by, it can be a grown-up or another kid, whatever you want. Grown-ups, you can do this too. Look at each other and say, what comes to mind? If you can think of something, you have 30 seconds. Can you think of something that is both firm and gentle at the same time? Ready? Kids, you can do this at home. I'm assuming you're not live streaming by yourself, maybe. But anyway, look to someone next to you and think of something firm and gentle. Okay, does anyone feel comfortable throwing out their example? Anybody? A mattress? I actually thought of that. Yeah, my kids don't like how firm my mattress is, but my back likes it. Avery, what is it? Oobleck, yes. I don't know if everyone knows what that is, but yes, that's a great example. Okay, anyone else? Yes. Your wife, firm but gentle. I support that. Okay, anyone else? It's okay, you don't have to. There's lots of right answers. So, this toy that my daughter brought up, it was created 77 years ago, so I'm pretty sure we've all played with it. It became officially a toy 70 years ago, okay? So it's a toy. Let me see, there's some other things about it. It does a lot of opposite things. It can be torn but also stretched. It can be advertised. The way they actually advertised it, I saw the original packaging. It said this name, and then it said the solid liquid, right? So those seem opposite. So this is a very opposite-y toy. Does anyone want to guess what it is? Yes. Slime, close to slime, but more solid than that. Somebody said it. You can't say it. You know the answer. Miss John, you know. Silly putty. It's right here in my back pocket. Okay. Comes in the red egg. Not joking, you guys. It cost $1 when it was created, and it still costs $1. The price has not changed in 70 years. Fun fact. Okay. All thanks to Ariel Prey, you know that. Okay, so here's Silly Putty. There's all these amazing things you can do with it, but I'm going to make the simple shape of a ball. Okay, so, sorry, this is hard to do with a microphone. Did you know, Silly Putty, you can touch it gently, right? Like if I squeeze it a little, it doesn't change shape, right? And did you know that I can also hit it with a hammer and it won't change shape? Did you know that? Fun fact. Try this at home, kids, if your parents are giving you permission. Okay, well. Still a ball. Okay, fascinating. I'll hit it a little harder. Okay, still a ball. So, fascinating, right? That somehow this thing is this magic, whatever, substance. I don't know what you want to call it. But what's cool is I watched some of the previous kids' moments, and I realized that in all of these kid lessons we've been talking about, Mrs. McDonald keeps pointing out things that exist in our regular life. She's going more with nature, but I'm going to go with toys. Everyday life things that can remind us something about God or about ourselves. And so this is one of them, because if we wanted to pretend like the Silly Putty is kind of like our mind or our heart, God can sometimes press just a little bit, but that might not do anything, right? That might not form us. He could maybe hit us real hard with a hammer, and it won't really change our shape. But generally speaking, what God does, and what's something super cool about him, is that if he pushes both firm and gently, he can mold us into whatever he wants us to be. And that is just one of his ways. So as you listen to the sermon, you can listen for the thing that Ryan's going to talk about, talking about how God is both firm and gentle in the way that he deals with us. And then when you play with toys this year, you can also remember something about God. And that's about it. So parents, $1, still $1 after 70 years. Get that in your kids' presents and have a little spiritual moment. Bye.